Okay, so we're going second, facing Gholdengo. We have an awesome opening hand. We basically guarantee Cinnabar Lure turn 1. Here's a quick look at our deck list. Opponent attaches a Grass Energy to Gimmighoul. We would be inclined to take the KO, but the fact they have 2 more, they could just come in and KO us right away. Bad for us. So we're just going to go ahead and Cinnabar Lure. All right, everybody. Let's play Academy at night and guarantee that we have a Dracloak. We'll Cinnabar Lure. Oh wow! Whoa! We got so many here. Yeah, let's forego the yeah, let's go ahead. Wow! Oh my gosh, that's insane!
Control players denied.
Hey Control Nation, welcome back to the channel. I'm your host, Dr. Red. And this is Tatsugiri EX, my favorite card in the format. So much so that I decided to showcase 16 different builds and one of some of the ways you can build with it. I'll teach you how to build Tatsugiri EX, go over the main cards you want to use, and briefly touch on each of the 16 builds so you know what's coming. Use the chapters to find the matches that you like. Tatsu actually means dragon. Giri is short for nigiri, a type of sushi, so his name actually means dragon sushi, and so I call all of my various builds sushi builds. Or I say I'm playing sushi today. You get the idea. Okay, so it's a basic, it's a Terra type, 160 base HP, it's a dragon, and it has 2 attacks. Surprise Pump does 100 base damage for a fire and a water energy. Its damage is not affected by any effects on your opponent's active Pokemon, so it is a wall breaker hitting through Mimikyu. Now, for a fire, water, and darkness energy, Cinnabar Lure states, look at the top 10 cards of your deck. You may put any number of Pokemon you find there onto your bench. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. We can put Stage 2s directly onto the bench, and here's how we're going to do it. The main aspect that you want is Sparkling Crystal to reduce the Cinnabar Lure by 1. You're then going to go ahead and use one of your 4 Pokégears, or hopefully you'll start with a Crispin in your hand. Tatsugiri prefers to go second. Search your deck for 2 basic energy cards of different types. Reveal them, put one into your hand, attach one to your Pokemon. So that is your fire and your water. Turn 1 going second, you can also get a donk. So you can win outright if your opponent doesn't have anything benched, or make it very hard for them. By default, ladies and gentlemen, you want to use Cinnabar Lure because when your opponent can't use a supporter, say to get Arven, Buddy Poffin, you're going to make sure that your bench is built up as much as possible. And to help you with that, we're also going to run 4 copies of Town Store so that you can find said Crystal. You're also going to run 2 copies of Ciphermaniac's Codebreaking. Search your deck for 2 cards, shuffle your deck, but then put those 2 cards on top of it in any order. That's to guarantee that you get any 2 Pokemon off the top of your deck onto your bench. Some other little fun cards we're going to run are Counter Gain to reduce your Pokemon's attacks by 1 colorless energy. Since you're probably going to fall behind, Tatsu's probably going to get donked pretty early on, and as a result, you're going to want Blaziken with the Seething Spirit ability. Once during your turn, you attach a basic energy from your discard to one of your Pokemon. That's going to make your life a lot easier. You're going to want to run at least 3 copies of Pidgeot EX so that you can get Quick Search to go find said Crispins, or one of the 2 copies of Boss's Orders. We have a Super Rod to get those energies back into the deck so we can use Crispin, Pal Pad for Crispin, or Boss's Orders. Also a copy of Counter Catcher, a copy of Earthen Vessel, and a copy of Iono to mess with your opponent's hand. You also want to run at least 3 copies of Dusknoir so Curse Blast can just get things done very, very quickly. Now, that's the starting sushi. That's the base. I'll put this in the description for you. Now, you say to me, Dr. Red, I just want to win. What do I have to use? Well, we went over some of the cards already with Blaziken and Dusknoir and Pidgeot. But you also can run Luxray, Piercing Gaze, 120. Your opponent reveals their hand, discard a card you find there. If you're willing to put in some Luminous Energy or Lightning Energy, not a hard thing to do. Volt Strike, you can just use it at whim, especially if you're running Blaziken. If you have 2 on the bench, just use it every turn. One of the fan favorites, and I agree, is Greninja EX. Shinobi Blade does 170 base damage for 1 water energy. You can also pair it. It doubles as being paired with the Sparkling Crystal. Charizard EX, especially if you're running a Stage 1 Charmeleon. One of the things that happens with Tatsugiri EX builds is you're going to get a lot of Pokemon clogging your hand. You can't put them onto your bench because, of course, they're Stage 2s. Unless, of course, with Cinnabar Lure, you get a stage 1 like a Charmeleon, then you can just evolve and use Charizard's ability anyway. Also, Baby Hydreigon with Tri-How. This pairs well with Ciphermaniac's Codebreaking. Once during your turn, look at the top 3 cards of your deck, attach a number of cards you find there onto your Pokemon any way you like, discard the others. And arguably, ladies and gentlemen, the best other card, the best archetype to pair with Tatsugiri is Hydreigon EX for Crashing Headbutt. Very easy to get off, especially with Pidgeot, Crispin, or Blaziken. Same goes for Dragapult. Also maybe put a Dracloak in there. Use Recon Directive so you don't have to use Pidgeot. You might find what you need off of that. And of course, Slacking EX. Great Swing does 280 base damage. Discard energy from this Pokemon. Just add a single Boomerang energy in. Use Pidgeot to find it. Bang, you're hitting everything for 280. And so those are the best sushis. Now, before I go on to explain the builds rather quickly, let me just say thank you to the Arborists. These are the channel members. Thank you so very much for your contributions, everybody. It really helps me in making all of this material for you. I hope you enjoy it. And thank you to all the Discord members who keep the conversation going and sharing all of your creative builds. Also, everybody, if you want help with your cups and challenges, please join the Discord. Link in the description. So here's the basic sushi. This is where we utilize virtually everything that we just talked about with the best sushi Pokemon. At least 1 copy of everything. We're also to fill in the blanks. We also have 2 Psychic Energy. That's for Dragapult. You could also mix up some Luminous Energy or Metal Energy to help with Hydreigon EX getting off Obsidian. Dragon Sushi is just Dragapult, Dusknoir, and Togekiss, and Blaziken. We also have a copy of Combuskin. We also have Fossilized Sushi. This is an emphasis on Milotic with Mentally Calm. Your opponent's Pokemon play and attached cards can be put into your hand. And the Primordial Tentacles ability of Omastar. This is Snorlax Retreat Lock. As long as this Pokemon is in the active spot, your opponent's active Pokemon can't retreat. So what we're going to do is push 3 copies of Accompanying Flute, 4 copies of Counter Catcher, 2 Palpats, and 4 copies of Boss's Orders. So we have all that gusting, and we also have Zoroark to make sure their hand stays small. Frosted Sushi is just Frostlass and Greninja EX. Giant Lizard Sushi is just Tyranitar and Togekiss. Also, a single copy of Ray Uniqueless with Summoning Gate, 1 colorless energy. Look at the top 8 cards of your deck. You may put any number of Pokemon you find there directly onto your bench. So it's like a mini Tatsugiri. It's also only 1 prize. Hydra Sushi is just nothing but Hydreigon, Blaziken, and Dusknoir. Japanese Sushi, this is a list I net decked off of Pokégear book. It is going 3 copies of Greninja, 3 copies of Charmeleon, 4 Charizard, 4 Dusclops, 4 Dusknoir. It's just a quad deck of some kind. Jumping Sushi is where we include Greninja and Ludicolo with Vibrant Dance. All of your Pokemon play get plus 40 HP, but this ability doesn't stack. Mill Sushi is just Hydreigon with Tyranitar. Cracking Stomp, 150 base damage. Discard the top 2 cards of your opponent's deck. And when this Pokemon is in the active, your opponent cannot use item cards. Owl Sushi is the alternative way of building Tatsugiri. You want to run a copy of Ditto with Transformative Start to get Tatsu out and or Fan Rotom. So you can use Fan Call to get your Hoot Hoots and your Knockdowns into play. So that when you find your Tatsugiri, you can use Knockdown to get whatever 2 stadiums you need, including Area 0 Underdepths to expand that bench. So you can put up to 8 Pokemon on it. Really helps, obviously, with Cinnabar Lure. Then we have Purple Sushi, which we have because of the purple card of Dusknoir and the purple Pokemon Gengar EX. Non-curse, whenever your opponent attaches energy from their hand to one of their Pokemon, put 2 damage counters on that Pokemon. Tricky Steps, 160 base damage, 2 Darkness Energy. Very easy to use to get charged up with Blaziken. You may move an energy from your opponent's active Pokemon to one of their benched Pokemon. Queenly Sushi is Masquerade EX and Serena EX. You attach the Grass Energy for Icicle Soul. Put damage counters on one of your opponent's Pokemon until his remaining HP is 30. If it's on the bench, you can then use Bouquet Magic, discard a Grass Energy, put 3 damage counters on a Pokemon of your choice. Also have Vanillix with Frigid Room. Opponent's Pokemon that have 40 HP or less remaining can't attack. Shuffling Sushi is the second hardest deck to pull off a victory with in this list I'm showing you. Butterfree, Bye-Bye Flight. Choose one of your opponent's bench Pokemon. Shuffle that Pokemon all attached cards into the deck. Then shuffle this Pokemon all attached cards into your deck. Again, you can't evolve it because you have to put it out with Cinnabar Lure. Shiftry, Expelling Tornado. Choose 3 of your opponent's bench Pokemon. If you do, shuffle all the bench Pokemon you didn't choose and those cards attach those Pokemon into their deck. Spidops, Entangling Trap. Shuffle each player's active Pokemon all attached cards into their deck. The idea here is that you're going to get off Tatsu, get these onto the bench, retreat Tatsu, use the shuffling. If it's Spite Ups or Butterfree, you're going to charge up Tatsu in the meantime, and then just put it out there, get these guys back out as soon as possible. Then you have Sushi Box, one of my personal favorites. We're running Chandelure with the Alluring Light ability. We're all in with Fidget Fangs. Your opponent's next turn, Pokemon that have 2 or less energy attached, they can't attack. There's Dusknoir Flourish, which never sees any love. Blooming Garden, your Pokemon in play have no weakness. There's Togekiss, Greninja, Crobat, Echoing Madness. Choose items or supporter cards during your opponent's next turn. They cannot play either of them from their hand. Gengar with Nightgate prevents Retreat Lock. Nightmare inflicts sleep. And then there's Tatsu itself. We also have Sushi Box Part 2 with Arboliva, Oil Salvo. Choose one of your opponent's Pokemon 6 times. For each time you choose a Pokemon, do 20 damage to it. It is not affected by weakness or resistance. We also have a single copy of Milotic to stop Terra Pokemon. Quackle Ball with Energy Carnival. Once during your turn, attach a basic energy card from your hand to one of your Pokemon. This is really good with Earthen Vessel. Other new Pokemon, we have Noivern with Covert Flight. There's Tatsu, there's Pidgeot, there's Slacking again. There's Team Rocket's Persian EX, Haughty Order. Reveal the top 10 cards of your opponent's deck. You may choose an attack from that Pokemon you find there and use it as this attack. We also have 4 copies of Snorlax Stall. You can only use it whenever you're setting up. Put it on your bench or in the active spot. It acts as a 120 HP basic colorless Pokemon. If it's KO'd, your opponent doesn't take any prizes for it. And last but not least, this is arguably the hardest deck I find to get off and running. This is the Walls deck. We have Crustle with Mysterious Rock in Milotic. Farigiraf EX with Armored Tail. Prevent all damage on this Pokemon by attacks from your opponent's basic Pokemon EX. Aegis Slash with the Mysterious Shield is basically Mimikyu. There's Noivern again. And there's Tatsugiri. So that is it, ladies and gentlemen. Those are all the sushi you're going to see today. I really hope you enjoy it. Let me know what you think. Please leave a like and a comment. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you want to see more of. And please take care of yourselves. May God bless you. Peace. Okay, our opponent's going first. Has the Ascension Dwebble for the Crustle, but we have a Wall Breaker in Surprise Pump. We're also running the basic sushi build. Here's a quick look at the list. It has one of pretty much all of the best cards for Tatsugiri. We have a good hand here. If we can get a Crispin off of the Pokégear and we didn't prize Crystal, we can get a turn 1 Cinnabar Lure. Opponent benches Squawkabilly and Meloetta EX, attaches Psychic to the Meloetta. Free retreat with the Latios into Meloetta. Uses Squawkabilly to get rid of Hilda and 2 Vessels. Benches Frillish, obviously for Jellicent EX, with the Oceanic Curse ability. Item and tool locking you if it's in the active. It's going to use Echoed Voice. This attack does 80 more damage on the next turn. It can also attack on the first turn. Got Fire. Okay, let's use Town Store to do a quick deck search. We got our Crystal. That's nice. Okay. We have 4 Crispin. Okay, let's see if we can find one. We do not. We get an Arven. Okay, well, we'll just have to make do. Do Surprise Pump. Okay. See what our opponent gives us. Gets a Hero Escape off the Town Store. Attaches it to Meloetta. 300 HP now. Uses Ultra Ball. Gets a Crustle off of it after getting rid of a Dwebble and a Badoo. Gets Crustle on the board. Plays Crispin. Attaches a Psychic to Crustle. Attaches a Grass to Crustle. Uses Echoed Voice, does 110 damage, 20 short of KOing us. Don't need to do anything here. Oh, this is bad. Okay, well, at least we get off Cinnabar Lure after attaching the Darkness. Charizard, Dragapult, and a Pidgeot. Let's go. Okay, we're in business here. Now, Crustle, we can't KO Crustle, but we can work around it by just bossing up different things. We could also use Dragapult's 6 damage counters off of Phantom Dive. Attaches a Hero's Cape to the Crustle. Uses Echoed Voice to KO the Tatsu. We're going to push Pidgeot for the free retreat. There we are. Top deck to Crispin. That's awesome. All right, so we'll get this going. We'll go ahead and put it on the Dragapult. And then we'll use Pidgeot. We're going to go ahead and get boss's orders for next turn. We also have Super Rod to get Fire Energy back in for Charizard if need be. We're going to go ahead and KO the Meloetta. I like it on Crustle. I like 1 here and 3 on the Frillish. Excuse me, 5 on the Frillish. As I said, we can work around it. Okay. We get Blaziken and Iono. They push Crustle. That's understandable. They play Earthen Vessel. They get rid of a Frillish. They get a Grass and a Psychic Energy. They attach the Grass. They play Town Store. They get Gravity Gemstone. Okay. They attach it to Latios. These Superb Scissors, okay, do 120 damage. Top deck an Arven, that's fine. We're going to go ahead and get our other boss. We're going to bring up Latios, and we're going to use Phantom Dive. 1, 2, 3, and we're just going to fill up the Crustle. Okay. And we are a boss away on the Squawk from a win. Get a Palpad, that's nice. Okay. They use Superb Scissors. There you have it. And we'll just boss for game. And that's GG's. There you have it. Never underestimate the power of a little fish to fill up your board. Okay, our opponent is going first. We're playing in Zoroark. Here's a look at our list. And they pass without doing anything. Okay. We get a Pidgeotto. I hate to give him a Bravery Charm or an Air Balloon, but we need Crystal. Okay, so now all I need is energy to attack. Or else I could use Crispin. Okay. Let's see what my opponent does here. They're going to use Town Store. Yep. Thought so. You get a Rigid Band. Okay, that's for Zoroark. play Secret Box. Discard 3 cards from your hand, get 1 of each trainer. Black Belt's training Turo, and I didn't see what the other one is. Counter Catcher. Well, you don't see Black Belt's training too much. Attacks used by your Pokemon do 40 more damage to your opponent's active EX. So they get Ends Castle, Buddy Buddy Poffin, Devolution, which is not going to work on us, and Iono. Okay. There's 2 Ends Zoroark. We can... Yep. Okay, there's Ends Castle. That's fine. We would really like the Iono. Darkness Energy to the Zorua. Yes. All right. Good. Let's see what we hit. Okay. Cypher Arven. Okay. At least we got Town Store. Crispin, let's go. Top deck of the year. Okay, we'll attach here. Let's go ahead and bump the Ends Castle. Let's Town Store to thin out the counter gain. And we're going to Cinnabar Lure. Charmeleon, Hydreigon, Dusknoir, Pidgeot, Blaziken. Let's go. Fantastic. We can evolve the Charmeleon into Charizard, getting those 2 fire energies we need. Dusknoir can snipe either the Darumaka or the Ends Reshiram. He has 2 Zoroark in play. We retreat out of the active, the Tatsu. With the fire energy, I can use Blaziken to charge up the Blaziken, the Pidgeot, or the Hydreigon. Charizard could give us the other energy we need for the Blaziken, though. Okay, so Zoroark is going to get rid of Blood Moon and draw 2. I was talking, it did that as well. It got rid of Serendipity EX. Attaches another energy to the Zoroark, is going to pick up the Reshiram, put it back down, and now we'll presumably just... Oh, he's going to use Buddy Buddy Poffin to get another Zorua. Okay, he's going to Town Store. I can't one-shot Zoroark with Charizard yet. He's going to use Rigid Band. Okay, Night Joker. I can snipe Reshiram so that he can't use Powerful Rage. 20 for each damage counter on this Pokemon. How do we want to do this? I like the idea here of getting the energy on board. Yes. We only have 2. That's fine. That's fine. Put them on the Zard. I like the idea of just coming up and mill swinging with Hydreigon. But I'm going to hit the Zoroark first so that we can guarantee. Yeah, there we go. We like that. And let's go ahead. Boss or Crispin. I mean, either one. We'll just get Crispin to start so that we can charge up Blaziken if need be. There's a fire energy in the discard. Okay, we'll hit 170. All right, we're going to go ahead. KO the Zoroark. He has to charge up. Oh, Reversal, Monkey, and a Buddy Buddy. Okay. Like the Reversal. Gets Violence and a Water Energy. Charizard can come in and sweep if we needed to. Get 2 more Zoroark. Another Zorua. Zorua, however it's pronounced. This, ladies and gentlemen, is pretty typical for your basic sushi build, the kind of Pokemon you get out and what we're doing here. They play Town Store. They get a Defiance Band, but they're not behind yet on prizes. They're going to boss up Blaziken. That's totally fine with us. We're going to trade, draw 2. We can't Obsidian because we lost Crystal. We don't have Metal in this build, nor Luminous. So those are options for you. We got a nice stretch your back Fez. They're going to flip the script and draw 3. We're going to use End's Power Up. Okay. End's Power Up again. Do they have End's Castle to just come up and swing with something? Yes, they do. Okay, so they're going to swing. All right, so they're going to use Virtuous Flame. We're going to attach with Smolder Salt and this basic. I could even get Pidgeot going. They can then swing next turn with Powerful Rage or Virtuous Flame. They KO us. I come up and swing, say, with Charizard. I can just always retreat with the 2 as well. Hydreigon has 3. That makes it awkward. Yeah, there's the 170. Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and use Seething Spirit. I could use Counter Gain too. Yeah. Let's just use Counter Gain. I'm gonna go ahead and get boss ready. Okay, there's Smolder Salt. Get another Zoroark, that's fine. 1 energy in the discard, 2 Ends Power Up in the discard. They use Secret Box. They're going to trade again. They get rid of Cleffa. We're going to trade one more time. They get rid of Serrano. He could retreat into a Zoroark, but I got Boss to just come up and KO something. And then Zard's in the wing waiting. So, yep, more trading. Wow. Gets rid of Palpad. Attaches to the bench Zoroark. He's gonna, I know, that's fine because, oh, he's gonna, yeah, wow, okay, for all that, just to have 3 cards in hand. Ciphermaniac, all right, we can just go get boss again. And use a new, or he's gonna bring up that Zoroark and use Night Joker. So he's gonna take 5. He has 5 prizes. He's taking 5. That's enough for Charizard to do its thing. But the problem, yeah. Problem is, this guy could come up and swing with Powerful Rage. So what we're going to do is we're just going to go take this guy out with Boss's Orders. Yep, 330. Yeah, we're one-shotting everything. He cannot one-shot anything on the board as it is. We get a Tatsu and a basic darkness. Okay. Attaches a darkest energy to the bench Zoroark. We have a second boss in tow as well. He's going to use Ciphermaniac's Codebreaking. Even if he were to boss up Hydra, we attach for turn, retreat, bring up Charizard. Pheasantipity draws 3 off of Flip the Script. He gets Endstar Manatan. 30 for each basic energy in your opponent's discard, 90 to 90. We have 1 basic energy in the discard. Ends power up. Puts a darkness on the bench Zoroark. He benches Monkey Dory. There are no damage counters on his side of the board. He has Rigid Band, which will reduce by 30. Yep. Okay, he's going to trade. We're still doing 300, so it doesn't matter. Use Night Joker. For 170. Alrighty then. And then Burning Darkness will just hit for 300. And that is a GG's. Basic Sushi. Okay, so my opponent is playing Joltik Box. We have a terrible opening hand, although Iona might be able to help us. I could attach the basic dark, but then I wouldn't be able to attack with Surprise Pump if I were to find another energy. I could use Town Store to get Sparkling Crystal. When it plays Ultra Ball, it gets rid of an Ultra Ball, and Professor's Research. Gets a Miraidon EX. We'll bench that. Uses the Tandem Unit ability to get a Dynamo. All right. All right, and they pass. Pidgeot. All right, let's play Town Store. We can thin while getting the Sparkling Crystal. Let's double check here. Okay. Alright, so we do have Earthen Vessel. That's good. Let's see what we can find. Call Bell. Ooh, I like the Call Bell. We'll get Crispin for next turn to guarantee that we can use Cinnabar Lure. And we'll take out the Joltik. All right. Okay, so we'll do this. Get a Psychic Energy. Okay, good for Dragapult. Opponent pushes Miraidon. Bravery Charm on the Miraidon. Play Generator. They fail it. All right. They play Pokégear. They get a Research. They play Nest Ball. They get another Dynamo. Okay. They're going to Research away Boss's Orders, Zekrom, and Air Balloon. Always like that full art Zekrom right there. They get an Arven off of the Pokégear. Can't use it this turn, of course. They're gonna play Town Store. They get a future booster energy capsule for the Iron Hands. The oft underused deduction kit. Look at the top 3 cards of your deck, put them back in any order, shuffle them, put them on the bottom of your deck. Oh, we got a Dragapult. Okay. Alright, that's Crispin. I'm going to save the fire energy for Dragapult if I can find one. Let me just double check something here. Okay. Alright. Now let's use deduction kit, see what we're working with. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Put the revealed cards back on top of your deck in any order. All right, everybody. We are getting Dragapult and Pidgeot. And a Dracloak. And a Togetic. And a Blaziken. Let's go. Now that is what we call Cinnabar Lure. Okay, so I can Recon Directive for something. I could get another Crispin. I can go ahead and find Togekiss. I can retreat out the Tatsu. Use Blaziken for some such. Okay, that's fine. We're fine. We're fine with that. Maybe it'll give us what we need. You got a boss. Okay, that's not terrible. Team Rocket's Watchtower. We have Town Store, so that's fine. And he passes. Okay. All right, now let's just use. I don't want to do that yet. I'm gonna Town Store so I can go ahead and guarantee the Crispin. Okay, we'll do this. Put this on the Dragapult. This on the Dragapult. Let's use Recon Directive. I'll take this. Okay, we'll retreat out, get rid of the Darkness Energy. Since Dracloak can't use it, I'm going to put this on the Blaziken to get it set up to attack. Okay, we're going to Phantom Dive. We're going to take out one of the Dynamos. Put one right here. I'll put it over here. Okay. Fire Energy, all right. Benches of Pheasantipity, okay. Gets an electric. He has one in the discard pile. Okay, he plays Arven. Gets an Ultra Ball. He's going to bring up Iron Hands. He's going to try to two-shot my Dragapult. That's fine with us. Alright, so I'm going to use a Recon Directive first. Get a Togekiss. Let's go. We'll go here. We'll attach this to Dracloak. Okay, we're gonna boss up Latios. Take him out. Put 3 over here. We'll put 1 here. We'll put 1 here, and we'll put 1 on here. And we get an extra prize. Beautiful. Academy at Night, Dusknoir, Water Energy. He can come up and, yeah, do whatever because we're just going to KO him with Dragapult next turn anyway. They play Night Stretcher. What did they get back? I didn't see it. Oh, Zekrom, okay. They draw 2 off of Fez. They attach another energy to Iron Hands, and they're going to amp us very much. They'll get 3 prizes, but it's okay. Okay, we push the Cloak. We evolve in the Dragapult. We use Blaziken Seething Spirit. Put the Psychic Energy on the Dragapult. And we will Phantom Dive. And we'll put all of them on the Miraidon. So normally we'd be getting 4 prizes. 5 if Togekiss would flip heads. And it doesn't matter. And that, Control Nation, is the power of Tatsugiri Dragon. Dragon Sushi. GG's. Okay, we're facing Dragapult. Our opponent's going first. Here's a quick look at our list. They pass after benching a Dreepy. Crispin? Okay. Alright, let's do that. Gosh, this is so hard to tell sometimes. Okay, yeah, if it went down here... Yeah, there we go. Okay. So we'll just do Surprise Pump. I should check real quick. What did I even start with? We have a Vessel. Okay. Yeah, I know us. Okay, so we have water, or we had a water or a fire. Okay. And it's Ethan's Typhlosion. Okay, so we could play Town Store and get Sparkling Crystal. It's awful that we have 2 Omastar in hand, but it is what it is. They play Buddy Buddy, get another Cyndaquil. They also have Cleffa. Cleffa would be fantastic to retreat lock. Super Rod. All right, let's do this. Okay, 1 Pidgeot. Wow. Okay, let's see if we can hit it. No, we just got a single Tats. This is awful. Okay, well. Maybe we'll top deck Academy at Night. Problem with KOing the Dreepy is that with something like Quilava and it's bonded by the Journey ability, is that the opponent's just going to get everything very quickly anyway. So at least they have to attach or use a resource to get Dreepy out of the active. Granted, you could say Dr. Red, they had 3 cards. You don't know they had Quilava. True. But with the deck running 4 Ethan's Adventure, it's like, well, you never know what's going to happen. Then they got the rare candy Typhlosion. Okay. Apparently they're just drawing everything. And there's the attachment to the Typhlosion. They have another Quilava. Okay, they get another one. They pass. All right. Pokégear. Okay, let me see here. Boss Airy. Let's get the boss. Could also Arven later for a counter catcher. Yes, 2 Omastars. Okay, we can work with this. It's not pretty, but we can do it. Okay, they're going to use Town Store. They're going to fail it. They own us. Okay, that's good. We can use Town Store to shuffle the deck, unless we find Ciphermaniac. We don't. We get a counter catcher and a boss. That is awesome. There's also Milotic. Bonded by the Journey. You get another Ethan. There's 1 in the discard. 60 more for each. So they're going to need 2 to KO Tatsu. They get okay, they got more than enough. They get a Dracloak. All right. Recon Directive. Look at the top 2 cards of your deck. Keep 1, put 1 on the bottom of your hand. They get another Typhlosion. And they pass. Okay. Another Milotic. Shuffle the deck with Town Store. I'll get a handheld fan while I'm at it. Okay. Oh, let's do Cinnabar Lure. Got another Omastar. It was worth it. Okay. Academy at Night. Pidgeot. Hit would be nice. Up deck. There's another Bonded by the Journey. They fail it. Do they not have an energy? What are I don't know what they're waiting for. 3 Ethan. They're going to research away their hand. They're going to get rid of Cyndaquil, Poffin, Stretcher, Candy, Ethan's Adventure. So they got all 4 there now. They got to switch. Okay, that's fine. Forcing them to use a resource. Recon Directive, all right. Get another Typhlosion. Attach an energy. Buddy Blast just wipes out Tatsugiri. Okay, we'll put in Omastar. Arven. Okay. Let's save the Arven to get counter catcher. We'll just use boss's orders now. So if we use up 2 of them, Palpad can do its job more efficiently. We're going to bring up Cleffa. And we're just going to let it sit there. Good old-fashioned stage 2 block lax. Okay, wonder what the opponent's thinking here. All right. Because Tatsu is a 2-prize liability, we're not going to try and set up another one. It's just easier to deal. We top decked a boss. Let's go. It's just easier to have 3 Omastar and gust around them. Gust around everything. Okay, attaches an energy to Typhlosion. 1680 has 24 cards to deal with. And so, a Recon Directive, alright. Draws one, puts one on the bottom. If we find an area, that would be grand. Can't Grasping Draw, he has 9 cards in hand. Another counter catcher, that's awesome. We'll just end our turn, wow. Okay. Another Recon Directive. Grasping Jaw does not work again. Okay. Town Store. I just want to check something real quick. Yeah, okay, just checking. All right. Wanted to double check that Zoroark was in the deck. Recon Directive. Okay. Down to 11 cards in the deck. Like I said, we're just gonna sit here and chill. Pass. This is why we want Pidgeot, because then we can... Oh, top deck. Let's go. Zoroark's Machinations. Discard. Your opponent discards till they have 3 left in their hand. I was about to say that's why we want Pidgeot in the deck, because we can just go search for whatever we want whenever we need it. But when you top deck it, why bother? Okay. There they all go. And we're going to end our turn. They get rid of Rescue Board, Ultra Ball, Rod, Badoo, Dracloak, Research, Artisan, Gravity Mountain, and an Energy. Or 2. Recon Directive. Draws 1. Yeah, 10 cards. Lana's Aid. He's going to get back what? An Energy, Cyndaquil, and Badoo. I mean, unless they have a Penny or a Turo, I don't know what they're going to do with that. Town Store is going to end our turn. So, Primordial Tentacles putting in work. Recon Directive. Drawing another card. And I play Redeemable Ticket. Alright. Maybe they have a switch. That's what they were looking for. Okay, they're going to pass. Another Omastar. We're going to pass again. Nothing to it but to do it. They're going to Recon Directive again. And they can see GG's, the power of fossilized sushi. Let's go. Okay, we got some crazy cards here again. I have a water, and we'll just end our turn. 2 Monkey Dories, probably Guardy. We'll see what happens. They play Ultra Ball. They get rid of Iono and a purple card. What is it? Can't tell yet. Clefairy. Okay, yes, that's definitely Guardy. They attach a Bravery Charm. Research gets rid of Iono. Okay. It's like TM Evolution. Attach a Psychic to Clefairy. They play Vessel. They get rid of Night Stretcher. 2, I'm guessing, Psychic Energies. A Psychic and a Darkness. Okay, we also get a Pokégear. We're going to play Arven. We'll get Crystal and a Vessel. We will get rid of Handheld Fan. That should be Fire and Darkness. It's a Fire, okay. And then we'll use Cinnabar Lure. Just the Pidgeot. That's not good. But we'll see what happens here. Another monkey. Wow, okay. Alright, let's just see what our opponent's going to do here. If he wants to attach Retreat to bring up Clefairy, he still needs another way to get an energy on Clefairy, so who knows what'll happen. Okay, there's the Darkness Energy on the monkey. Alright. Nope. And he passes, alright. Draw my Lodic. Alright, let's go ahead. We still have one in the deck. Go ahead and get a Handheld Fan. Do I want Handheld Fan? Let's get Academy at Night. So we can guarantee that we get my Lodic. And we will Cinnabar Lure. Another Pidgey. Okay. Oh my gosh, 2 Milotics. Okay. We'll just get the 1. Wow. Alright. So now they can retreat KO the Clefairy. They're going to use Academy at Night? Why? Okay, are they going to try to confuse Tatsu? They are going to confuse Tatsu, okay. Alright, Handheld Fan. Okay, let's see. We're going to use Quick Search. Going to get an Omastar. We're going to use Academy at Night. Put it on the top. If we flip heads, we'll get a guaranteed Omastar. If we do, that's awesome. And we get... Let's get a Pidgeotto just in case. We got 2. Alright, we can work with 2. They use Academy at night again. They're gonna mind bend us, that's fine. We know what we want to do, we'll just push the Omastar. Attach the handheld fan. We'll counter catcher up a monkey without any energy. And then we'll get the Pidgeot. Which end our turn. So we're not going to attack with Omastar, we're just going to let it sit there. They attach a Psychic to Monkey. They attack and confuse us, that's fine. Devo, alright, it's only going to do the one. It's only going to do the one Pidgeot. It's not going to do anything else because while they are evolution Pokemon, they're not evolved. They're not evolving from anything. So it doesn't really matter. We'll just give this Pidgeot something to do. Let's have it... Oh, wow. Yeah. Purple. Let's have it go fetch. Let's get an accompanying flute. See if we can find something harmless. Negative. Yeah, we'll just end our turn. They use Ultra Ball to get rid of Curlia and Professor's Research. They get a Ralts. Our strategy here is just to find the Pokemon with least resistance and just bring it on up. Okay, they bench the Ralts and they pass. Pokégear. Alright, let's go ahead and get another accompanying flute, see what we can hit. Nothing. Alright. And we'll just sit there. They have a Screamtail. Okay. They're going to rare candy the Guardy. They have one energy in the discard pile. And it is Psychic. Which they attach to Clefairy. They can move the damage with Monkey Dory. But they just have one card in hand. So now that Clefairy is fully loaded, if I get hit, I'll just move it to Clefairy. Town store. I mean, we have 3 bosses orders. Yeah, we're just gonna end our turn. There's nothing really to see here. We're just gonna wait because that's what we do with Retreat Lock. The reason why we can't make this deck more like Block Lax is just because Omastar is a stage 2 and Tatsugiri requires a lot of setup around it. So yeah, I mean, I've done an Omastar video before. Kind of worked, but really it was just the same thing with more gusting. Same amount of gusting, just, you know, having to get the antique Helix fossil that Omastar at root comes from. It's a bit tricky because it's an item card and not a regular basic. I like the uniqueness of the fossils being items, but I really do think it just detracts from trying to play fossil-based Pokemon. I think the Research Center Stadium could stand to make a comeback, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Earthen Vessel gets 2 more energies. There's a Mind Bend. I can't even tell which one it is. Is that the one? Yeah, good. Okay, so if Gardevoir gets around to attaching, doesn't matter. So if he hits us again, we won't be KO'd unless he uses his Monkey Door to move something around. Yep, there we go. Okay. And then we'll just boss up this monkey. Screamtail can hit the bench. We don't want that. Alright, we'll just use Counter Catcher because we can. We'll put Guardian in the active, but 190 is just going to destroy us, whereas Monkey can buy us some time. We don't care about the confusion because we're not attacking. We'll just go like that. There's no energy in the discard pile. I get rid of Academy for Artisan, and okay. Take it. We're going to pass. Yeah, Ionomos, that's fine. They have 20 cards left in deck. Okay, we have a Counter Catcher. They attach a Darkness Energy. Another Tatsu. All right, we're going to go ahead and get a boss just in case. We have one Pal Pad. Okay, so that's effectively 6 Gusts is what we have. All 4 boss plus reusing 2 of them. Well, plus Counter Catcher if you count that. Opponent plays Research, gets rid of the hand. Draw 7. Monkey, Counter Catcher, Ralts are going away. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Psychics in play with 3 Darkness, and they pass again. Another energy of some kind. I'll just put it on PGF because I can. They research away their hand again. They get rid of Artisan, Nest Ball, Mew, Ultra Ball, Gardevoir, Fez, Nest Ball. They attach a Psychic to Monkey, so Omastar is going away. Mind Bend, alright. I'll put that over on Clefairy. Push Omastar. Accompanying Flute. We could bring up Screamtail. They have nothing. Why don't we? Force them to get something in the discard if they want to do damage. Now that the energies are spread out. They attach a Darkness to Screamtail. Okay. And they could use Roaring Scream, but they have no damage counters on, so it's not going to matter. I don't remember Turo going out, but they might, could be prized. Could be in their hand. We're just going to have to wait and see. They play Secret Box. Okay. Alright, let's see what they get rid of. Rare Candy, Ultra Ball, and TM Evolution. They get a Counter Catcher. They have 2 cards left in the deck. They're going to play Arven. They fail it. And they pass. Airy, let's just see what they're cooking. Ralton and Iono. Okay. They Iono themselves. They actually would deck themselves out. And there they go. They're going to deck themselves out because they have to draw 3 after playing the Iono. And they pass. And that is a good old-fashioned deck out GG's. Fossilized Sushi. Okay, so we're going second. This is very good for us. We can Town Store for Crystal, attach. We use Pokégear for Crispin. So let's see what we get. We're facing Iron Hands. All right, they're going to play Electric Generator. They're going to hit 1. Okay, here's a quick look at our list. They attach again. That's bad for us. They put Zekrom down because they can attach for turn and then donk. Okay, so we could donk the Magnemite. But the problem is they could just attach for turn to the Iron Hands and then just KO us because 160 and they have a 160 attack in Arm Press. So what we're going to do is go ahead and do Town Store. Look at our Crystal. Now let's see if we can get Crispin. Not that one. Oh, we got a boss. Okay, all right. Well, that's not the end of the world. Okay. Let's bring up the Zekrom so that it's harder for him to retreat. We'll surprise pump him now. If he can get out of it with an energy on Iron Hands, good for him. But if he can't do anything, we'll just attach for turn and then use Cinnabar Lure. Let's see what he does here. He's gonna do Town Store. Oh crap! I could have given him Air Balloon if he's playing that, but he fails it. Okay, so either he doesn't have it or just did a quick deck check. Maybe both. Area 0 Underdepths. That's great for us. He's gonna research away his hand. Gets rid of Prime Catcher. And okay, he had Game in Hand. Attach to Iron Hands and use Prime Catcher. Oh, though, wait, no. Switch to one of your opponent's bench. You have to do the opponent's bench first. Yeah, okay, never mind. Forget it, everybody. Still, he could have attached for turn, though. I know Rocket's Giovanni is the opposite. It's your Pokemon first and then the opponent's. I think that's what I was thinking of. Yeah. In any case, he's probably going to use the Magneton to self-destruct and attach maybe 2 to Iron Hands. If he can get another one in there. He gets a Miraidon off of the Nest Ball. Tandem Unit's going to put 2 Lightning down. He gets Pikachu and another Miraidon. That's going to expand his bench. I'm guessing he's going to use Miraidon to get more Pokemon. Oh no, he's going to pass. Okay, we get Boss. Let's just keep it here and see what we get off of Cinnabar Lure. Oh my gosh. All 4 Dusknoir! Are you kidding me? Plus Greninja, plus Pidgeot, plus Blaziken. This is insane. We use Dusknoir to pop Zekrom. We use 2 more Dusks to take care of these. And then we use Boss Greninja to KO Iron Hands. That's game right there. Wow. That is insane. He's going to attach to Miraidon. Okay, he's going to use Tandem Unit. Gets a Zeraora and another Iron Hands. Still the 1 energy in the discard. He's going to Carmine, gets rid of 2 of those energies, and a Night Stretcher, and an Area 0 Under Depths. And he concedes. GG's. Alright, we're going first. I'm just going to attach the Tattoo and pass. I don't want to give him Town Store in case he doesn't have Sparkling Crystal already. Eevee with the boosted evolution ability, it can evolve on the first turn if it's in the active spot, or the turn you put it into play. It's a Leafy on EX off of the Great Ball. But is he going to Evo? Probably not. He probably wants Flareon so he can get everything charged up. He plays Serrano. Interesting choice. He's going to get 3 EXs. I'm guessing Sylveon and Flareon are going to be 2 of them. Oh, it's Jolteon. I was okay. Well, I didn't guess on the third, so I was half right, I suppose. 1 out of 2. There's the Flareon. Can he get it charged up? He has the Air Balloon. Okay, so he's gonna need. He's gonna need Crispin. Okay. Speaking of which, can we find Crispin? Yes, we can. Let's go. Okay, now we already have 2 Pidgeot in hand. That's not good. Well, let's just see what we can find. 2 Greninja and a Frostlass. Let's go. Okay, so Lass will go to work here on these Eevees. Although he's just going to Evo them anyway. But that's not the point. The point is they have damage counters on them. We can Town Store to get Crystal for the Greninja so it can use Shinobi Blade for free. Mirage Barrage is pointless because all of these are Terror types and we can't hit the bench unless they were going to start benching Owls, but we'll see. Okay, so they're going to give the... They're going to evolve into Jolteon and Leafeon. They're going to give the Crystal to Jolteon. They're going to Iono us. That's not terrible. Crispin, Ciphermaniac. Okay, Cypher can help us. Frostlass is just in no man's land doing nothing. Nothing on the board has an ability. Go put Pidgeot down and start getting damage counters on it. They play Nest Ball. I can get a Blaziken if we want. Maybe. Okay, alright. So Hoot Hoot. So they do Knockdown. I kind of like... Yeah, okay. So, let's see. He has the Water Energy. I like getting the Blaziken off a Cypher. Maybe a Dusk, maybe a Pidgeot. I think I like Pidgeot more. They use Ultra Ball to get rid of Nest and Grass. They're going to get a Knockdown for next turn. We could just boss up the Hoot Hoot. That would probably be best. Yeah, I think we're going to do that. And we know what one of their 3 cards is. Just get rid of it. He can have Flareon if he wants, but then it's like, there's our Crystal. Great. So we didn't even have Crystal. That's what I get for not price checking. Very bad habit, everybody. I have a very bad habit not doing that. Anyway. And they can see GG's. Okay. We are going second. Here's a quick look at our list. Attaches to Electabuzz. That's interesting. He also has a Zapdos with Thunder Wave, Paralysis on a Coin Flip, and 2 Tynamos. Benches a Zapdos EX with Voltaic Float. If it has any Lightning Energy attached, it has no retreat cost. And also multi-shot lightning, 120, 90 damage from one of your opponent's benched Pokemon. I really like Ciphermaniac here. I think I'm going to go ahead and use it rather than... Yeah. Rather than take any other chances. Doesn't really matter what I do. I'll just put a Crispin down. Okay, so we'll just end our turn. The reason why is because I can attach the Crystal and the Darkness Return, excuse me, and then go ahead and use Cinnabar Lure. Dual Bolt. This attack does 50 damage to 2 of your opponent's Pokemon. He attached for turn, so he's not going to do High Voltage Press. He has Power Glass. Okay, there's Crystal. And there's the Dark Energy. Let's see what Cinnabar Lure gives us. Tyranitar, Pidgeot, and Ray Uniqueless. Okay, Summoning Gate. Blue top 8 cards of your deck. Play a number of Pokemon you find that are onto your bench. Shuffle the rest back into your deck. Okay, let's see what he's going to do here. He's going to Nest Ball for Latios. Can't retreat the Electivire. He attaches an Air Balloon to Tynamo. He's going to use Dual Bolt again. He's going to go after Ray Uniqueless and the Pidgeot. Blaziken. Okay. Let's see. What do we have here? We don't have another Cypher. I think what I want to do, yeah. I'll just get Crispin for next turn. Or actually, I could use it now. I'll take that back. I can use it now. That here. There's the fire. I could lure, or I could go for pump. And then 150, it's still not going to be enough. Let's use Lure, see what we get. Dusknoir and Tyranitar, let's go. So 130 and 150. Yeah, so what I can do is I was just going to straight attack with Dual Bolt. Okay. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit the Electivire. And then come in with Tyranitar. Okay, I'm going to retreat, get rid of the Darkness Energy, bring up the T-Tar, attach here. I'm going to go ahead and search for Boss. Okay, we'll also mill 2. Nest Ball and an Electric. Okay, we'll take them both. Boss and a Crispin. That is awesome. It brings up Tynamo. Okay. Latios is weak to darkness, so we can one-shot that. Also gets rid of his free retreat. Okay, opponent's thinking about what to do here. He's going to switch in Zapdos. Okay. Let's get Darkness. I'll put this in my hand. I like the idea of having Tatsu as a backup, just in case. And I'm okay. I need 4 prizes anyway, so I can boss up. I get rid of a Miraidon and an Earthen Vessel. All right. So what I can do is just boss one, boss the other. Looks like he's having a hard time getting energy into play. He's going to play Arven. Gets Unfair Stamp and Bravery Charm. That'll keep his Dynamos and his Zapdos alive for another turn, but I'm not going to aim for them. He could Unfair Stamp me. Play Squawk, but he can't use it, so I don't know. Yeah. He can Unfair Stamp me after this. I'm just going to go ahead and get rid of the Latios now. Boss and Zekrom is lovely. Okay, so we pretty much have game. Unless he somehow can get rid of Pidgeot and Ionomy. He's going to boss, what? Pidgeot? That's fine. But now he can't Ionomy. And I'm not sure how he's even going to attack. Yep, now he can use his item, so he'll get Night Stretch to get Electros back. Okay. He can attach to Zapdos or even to Squawk. He puts a Bravery Charm on the baby Zapdos. Attaches to the baby Zapdos. We'll use Unfair Stamp. He's going to try to paralyze me with Thunder Wave. That's not a bad strategy. Arven and Pokégear. He's going to generate. Yeah, so I said he has to get rid of Pidgeot and Unfair Mix My Hand. And yeah, he's about to do that. That's pretty great for him. Thunderbolt 190. He's going to discard all energy from his from that Pokemon. Laventia, he'll get one back. There's Thunderbolt. Good on him for the strategy there. Very nice move. Okay, I'm going to push the Tyranitar that doesn't have anything on it. Let's see if I can gear for boss. Didn't matter. GG's. Iono and Switch. Nice, even though it doesn't matter. All right. Giant Lizard Sushi. There you have it. Okay, so we're going second. We have Town Store in hand with Fire Energy. So if we didn't prize Crystal, we can just go ahead and get an attack off. We're playing Gholdengo. Monkey Dory's in the active. Our opponent uses Ultra Ball to get rid of Boss's Orders and Picnic Basket. So go ahead and get another Gimme Ghoul. Here's a real quick look at our list as we top deck a Blaziken. All right, let's play Town Store. Get the Crystal. Go here. Guess we can attack the monkey, but I mean, yeah, he could just like attach a dark. It might tempt him to attach a darkness to move energy rather than a metal attack. So we'll see what he does here. Gets a Gholdengo. He could draw one. He's going to use Town Store. Does he have an air balloon? He does have an air balloon. Uh-oh. Because he draws 2, so he's going to need to attach, plus have a way. He's going to Iona. Oh, crap. Okay, well, if he gets Energy Search Pro, it's over. We get Arven. Okay, so he found his Metal Energy. He's going to Nest Ball for what? Monkey? All right. He's going to Coin Bonus for 2. Does he have a way to get 4 energies? He's going to Crushing Hammer me. That's not good. And it doesn't work. Whew. Okay. He's going to Make It Rain. Was he trolling? No, 50. He just has the 1 energy. Okay, when it was a metal. All right, so we're still in business. And we top deck a Darkness. Let's go. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and thin. Get counter gain. All right, now we're just going to go ahead and use Cinnabar Lure. Let's see what we get. Yes, Zweilous, Hydreigon, Dusknoir, and 2 Blaziken. All right, we can work with this. It'd be great if we got a Pidgeot, but Tatsugiri, say, gets KO'd. We push Hydreigon. We use both the Blazikens to attach the Fire and the Darkness to the Hydreigon EX. He's going to attach a Metal to Gimmighoul, use Ciphermaniac's Codebreaking. We can also put Baby Hydreigon onto this Zweilous, which is why we, of course, have the Stage 1 for stuff like this. Yeah. Is he going to do Energy Search Pro? I'm not sure. Or is it going to be another Gholdengo? Maybe both. We could also just bring up the Blaziken and hit the Gholdengo for weakness. All right, he has the air balloon. He's going to go bring up the other Gholdengo so he can draw 2. Could snipe the monkey, but I don't know. I like the idea of having it available so that if we can somehow get Obsidian off, we'll just KO Gholdengo on the bench or just the Crashing Headbutt. We don't have to 2-shot it. Okay, now he's going to go after the Tatsu for 150. Yep. Gets rid of 3 energy. Fire, Psychic, Metal. Okay, so we'll push the Blaziken. And we're just going to go ahead and do that. Attach the Fire here. Use Blaziken. Attach the Darkness here. Let's play Pokégear, see if we can get a Crispin. And we can! Let's go! Alright, we'll get... No, not Fire. Whoops, my bad, my bad. We're going to get Darkness and Psychic. We're going to put these on the Hydreigon. We're going to go ahead and hit this Gholdengo. And then we're just going to go ahead and Smolder Salt this one. Town Store Counter Catcher. Okay, that's not... Counter Catcher's not terrible. We're behind on prizes, so I could attach the counter gain if I can find a Psychic or a Metal Energy. He attaches a Metal. He attaches a Darkness Energy to Monkey, so he can move this off so I can't use Obsidian to KO him. Uses Night Stretcher to get back Gholdengo. Energy Retrieval to get back the Fire and the Psychic. Superior Energy Retrieval. Gonna get rid of Ciphermaniac and Professor's Research to get back to Metal Energy. Yep, that's exactly what he's gonna do. He's gonna Adrenabrain. Onto the Blaziken. He's gonna move it from the monkey and not from the Gholdengo. I think that might just be a misplay. Okay. All right, so we're still in this. Oh, he's gonna boss my Hydreigon. Oh, he wants my other Blaziken. Okay. $250. Okay, so he can't KO me. So he's keeping it. Okay, so maybe what he's doing is he wants to trap me there. Night Stretcher. Arven. If I let me see what's in my deck real quick. Yeah, I have Earthen Vessel. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. Should have done this earlier. We're gonna evolve into Hydreigon. Let's see what we get. We get a Psychic. Okay, so I'll attach here. We lose Town Store and Dusknoir. Okay, I'm gonna do Hard Retreat. Bring up the Hydreigon. I need a Metal Energy. So what I'm gonna do is go ahead and get Earthen Vessel. I'll just discard the Pidgeot since I can't get to it. Metal Dark. I will attach. I can't attach metal, that's right. But I have it in hand at least. I'm gonna put this one on just in case I need to use it. I'm not gonna counter catcher. I wanted to get that on so I could Obsidian and win, but that's okay. Ultra Ball, Letter of Encouragement, and Psychic Energy all go away. Okay, so yeah, I can attach Psychic as the colorless. I could use the metal, so then I can Obsidian a win next turn, assuming he doesn't KO me. So if he KOs me, if he somehow gets Gholdengo to KO me, which he just did, he's down to 2 prizes. I bring up Blaziken, I win because of weakness. He uses coin bonus to draw 2. If he doesn't do that, I can just use Obsidian and take these 2 guys out. He uses Energy Retrieval to get back a Fire and a Psychic. He's going to Adrenabrain off of the monkey onto the most hurt Blaziken from 250 up to 280. He's going to counter catcher up the baby Hydreigon. Okay. He's afraid of me getting more energy. He's only going to get 150. Oh, that is that? That his strategy? He needs 3 energy. Let me check my deck real quick. All right. Let's use Try-How. We're going to take a risk here. We lost to Crispin. That's bad. Well, it is what it is. Let's see if I can... We'll get the Chorus. I'm I'm going to attach for turn. I probably should have Pokégeared first before I used Try-How, but it is what it is. He's going to coin bonus for 2. If he KOs me, we got this. He's going to Crushing Hammer. It misses. Not sure what he would go for, as I do have 2 Blazikens. He's going to Arven. He can use Counter Catcher, but he still needs 3 prizes. He gets Letter of Encouragement. If you're all wondering, you can use this card only if any of your Pokemon are knocked out during your opponent's last turn. Search your deck for 3 basic energy cards, reveal them, and put them into your hand. So, no, and he's going to switch into Monkey. He's going to Adrenabrain onto this guy? Yes. That's fine with me. I'm going to push Hydreigon. And he passes. All right, we got it. Do that. Use Seething Spirit. We will Obsidian. And get our prizes. GG's all around. Hydra Sushi. Okay, so we're going second. We have Crispin in hand. That's awesome. So yeah, we can get a turn 1 donk on the Dreepy. Depending on what our opponent does. I mean, that'll just solidify the win. And what I mean by that is they don't play Nestwall, but they did. And given that we mulligan, how many times do we mulligan? They get Maractus. 7. No, I'm sorry. 5 mulligans. Yeah. So there you have it. They bench Maractus. All right. What are they going to do here? And they're going to pass. All right. And we get Crystal. Let's go. Okay. Well, we're just going to take it easy. Since Dragapult players want to evolve through Dracloak, well, they're gonna have to set up a Dreepy on the bench now. We get Charizard. That's good if we can get a Charmeleon down. It also is okay because we could attach Sparkling Crystal to something like Charizard if for any reason we're running low on fire energy. So we'll just attach, unless he Ionos us, we'll just attach. But then again, you could argue, Dr. Red, you should apply Crystal in case they Iono. I mean, I'm not concerned about it. They get a Jacques, which isn't going to do anything, because Maractus is a basic that doesn't evolve. So yeah. Now, we could just surprise pump twice if they don't do anything else, and they are. They're going to bench Hawlucha, but Flying Entry... Choose 2 of your opponent's bench Pokemon, put a damage counter on each of them. That's not going to do anything for us. For them, I mean. Okay, so they can use Arven to get Buddy Buddy Poffin. They get a Charmander and a Dreepy. So now we really do need... And see, look, Sparkling Crystal would be hurt with Jamming Tower anyway, so it's not going to waste. They attach to the Dreepy, and they're going to pass. So even if I could boss KO the Dreepy, they could just, like, rare candy... the Charmander, and we would be KO'd anyway because of our low HP. So we're just going to Cinnabar Lure, and we're going to put down Area 0. Let's see if we can get a lot of Pokemon down. No, we can't. Oh, gosh. Oh, my gosh, that's awful. Oh, it's a Blaziken. That's it. Oh, man, that's pathetic. Well, you live by the sword, you die by the sword. Let's see what he does here. Gets the Dracloak. I'm thinking, yeah, if they Iono us, yeah, I was going to say, if they don't Iono us, we'll attach this to Blaziken. Tatsugiri gets KO. We just use Seething Spirit for the fire. And look, we would have had this on the next turn. Oh my gosh, really? They attach to Dracloak. They bench a Monkey Dory. They're going to Buddy Buddy Poffin for what, a Duskull? That's a lot of stage 2s in a deck. Yeah, they get another Dreepy. That's what, okay. This is the way you do it. And they're going to Recon Directive. And they're going to pass. Okay. Dusclops. We could boss KO the Dracloak, but I'd rather just, honestly, just Cinnabar Lure. Dusclops, Dusknoir, and a Pidgeot. All right. We can do this. We can do this. We have a Dusknoir in hand as well. So we can get Snipe Happy. We could do Charmander, Dracloak, Dreepy. We could even boss up the Dracloak. Charmander, Dreepy. I don't know. And then hit something with Tatsugiri. That's okay. We have Pidgeot to go find Dusknoir. Another Fire Energy. All right, we can put that on the Blaziken. Okay. They get a Dragapult. That's pretty scary. So we could do Dusknoir, Tatsugiri. I don't like either of these. The Dreepy or the Charmander. Okay, so Charizard. All right. Attach here. All right. I think we're going to go ahead and do that. Hit one. We can always KO. We could just KO it with the Blaziken. Not a bad idea. Okay, let's get rid of... They want to go through the Dracloak, so we'll just get rid of Charmander. Okay, and we'll do this. Get another Blaziken. All right, we're going to go ahead. Quick search for boss. Going to retreat off of the darkness so I can still attack with Surprise Pump if need be. I'm going to go ahead and use Seething Spirit. Bring it up. Blaziken, then we boss up and use Smolder Salt. So next turn, I can use Pidgeot to go find Dusknoir. We can pop the Dreepy. Can't use Blaziken's attack twice in a row. They get another Charmander. Okay, Alright. So I think maybe what we do here... Yeah, we have game. So we retreat out the Blaziken, bring up Tatsu. Oh, no, we don't. Yeah. Yeah? No, we need boss and Dusknoir. I take that back. They get the Dracloak. Okay, so we really should be going for the Dracloak then. They use Recon Directive after evolving. And they pass. Okay. Actually, we could just... No, we do have game. I'm not paying attention. Okay, we could just use Pidgeot, actually. Here's what we're going to do. We'll get Dusknoir. We'll go here. We retreat out into the bird. Attach. Seething Spirit. Attach. Dusknoir. Takes out the Dracloak. And then we just use +3 Wind to KO the Maractus. And there we go. It doesn't matter. All right, GG's all around. Okay, so our opponent is going first. Here's a quick look at our build. We have Trips. They play Ultra Ball. They attach a Darkness. They get rid of Blaziken and Dragapult. Okay. We have a turn 1 Crispin with a Darkness in hand. They bench a Dreepy, and they pass. Okay, they only have 3 cards in hand. We get a Dusknoir. All right, we're just going to have to go ahead and attack with Surprise Bump. Hopefully he doesn't come back and KO us with either Calamity Storm or Frenzied Gouging. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. We do have Academy at Night. That'll help us get something in play. I like all 3 of these. Dusknoir can just pop one of these. Blaziken can get rid of Roaring Moon. They play Rock Scouting. They get a Badoo and a Torchic. Okay. They attach a Fire to Roaring Moon. They're going to retreat. Are they going to play Badoo? They are going to play Badoo. Okay. Another Dusknoir. All right. Let's just go ahead. We'll put Ludi down. And we'll do Cinnabar Lure. All right, so Greninja and Ludi. All right. The Jumping Sushi is in action. 350 on Greninja. Okay. Academy at Night. What? Why? What is he? What is going on? Oh, he wants to guarantee he keeps a card. That's very good. Awesome. He's gonna Iono us. We get another Ludi. I could Pokégear. They get a Combuskin. I could Pokégear and try to get a Ciphermaniac. He attaches a... But now I can't because he's going to Itchy-Paw me. They attach a Psychic to Dreepy. Town Store. Well, let's get 2 Ludis on the bench. I'll just attach here to Greninja. Also go for Area 0. If they get Dragapult, they can do the same. We'll get Ludi and a Pidgeot. Ooh, wow. Okay, well, at least Pidgeot can get a Ciphermaniac. There's the Blaziken. Surprisingly enough, we cannot one-shot it with Ludicolo. Plays Brock Scouting, gets the Dracloak. I could really use Dusknoir right about now. I could hit anything. Okay. Buddy Poffin. They get a Torchic. And they're going to Seething Spirit. Onto the Monkey. Okay, that's interesting. They're going to Adrenabrain. So now Dusknoir doesn't do anything. They don't like my Pidgeot. Alright. And they're going to Itchy-Paw me again. Okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and use Quick Search. We're going to get Cypher. We're going to put down a Dusk and a Blaziken. And we're going to Cinnabar Lure. Nope, we don't need that. We are going to get... Oh, do we need... Yeah. No. We already have 2 Ludis out. We'll get 2 Blazikens. Okay. So let's see here. We could snipe Dracloak and the Monkey. Dracloak and the Torchic. We could get Blaziken started. I like the idea of retreating Tatsu, get Blaziken in, attach, use Seething Spirit, attach, Boss up the Roaring Moon. Dusk to pop. They play Earthen Vessel. They attach to Dracloak. Guess we got rid of his Shaman. They're going to Iono me. Okay, so if they get Dragapult, that's not the end of the world because we pop it with Dusk and use Blaziken to KO it. We also got a Crispin. That's awesome. Uses Ultra Ball to get rid of Buddy and a Psychic to get a Combuskin. He's gonna use Seething Spirit to attach to the Roaring Moon. He's gonna do Adrenabrain. Onto the Pidgeot. Okay. It's fine with me. Alright, here's what's gonna happen. Boss. Alright, we're gonna get rid of this Dracloak. It's freaking me out. Okay. Town Store. Okay, so then we're going to use Curse Blast. And we're going to get rid of this Combuskin so we can't get two Blaziken. We could get rid of the Badoo, but I don't like this Roaring Moon. Okay. Another Town Store. We're going to Crispin. For a Fire and a Dark since it there's more of it than the water. We'll attach to Blaziken. We'll attach to Blaziken. I'm going to retreat. Get rid of the dark. We'll go here. I just said I wanted to bring up Roaring Moon and I'm not doing it. I'm not paying attention. Okay. Yeah, but the problem is I had to because I didn't have a way to charge up Blaziken with 2 energy because he Ionoed me, so I had to use it to get the energy out. I take that back. I had Earthen Vessel. So I could just retreat it. Okay. Misplay. But that's alright. We're still in this. I'm just going to thin. Although if he does use Frenzied Gouging, but then, yeah. Okay. Well, he has Monkey, so that's not going to... Well... He has to attach. He doesn't have a darkness energy. He needs 2 darkness energies. It's weak to grass. $120 damage to 2 of your opponent's Pokemon. We'll just take out the bench. Gonna put it on the Tatsu. Okay. And he concedes. GG's. Misplay didn't matter. Never punished. Okay, so our opponent's going first. Here is Mill Sushi. It's Tyranitar, the Mills Violets, and Hydreigon. And he passes. Okay, that's good for us. We'll just do this. And then we'll just get... in case he Ionos us, I don't want to be... Put the fire in my... I don't want to be caught with both of these in my hand and no way to get them. In case I were to need it. So we'll just hit the Latios. When I plays Arven, gets a Nest Ball and a Future Booster. Energy Capsule. He plays Nest Ball, gets an Iron Hands EX. He will no doubt attach the booster there. He gets Fezandipity. Brings up the Fez. Okay. Attaches a Lightning Energy to the hands and the booster capsule. He's going to use Electric Generator. He's going to get 2. Okay, so he can KO us. We got to hit Cinnabar Lure big here. We got another Tyranitar. Jeez. Alright, let's see what we get. Baby Hydreigon, and Pidgeot. Okay. We can Dusk the Latios. Or the Iron Hands, for that matter. So what I could do is use Pidgeot to get Crispin for Hydreigon. Then I can just hit whatever he brings up. Yeah. Okay, he plays Arven to get Nest Ball. I missed that. Yeah, just Nest Ball. It's a Mew. Okay, well, we can one-shot that if we want to. You know, Arm Press, that's understandable. Okay, Ciphermaniac is going to go crazy with Hydreigon. Let me just get this out of the way. Okay, so he's down to 3. And we get 2. All right. Oh, counter gain. Okay. Let's just go ahead. Let's get Crispin. Oh, crap. I didn't mean Crispin. So I want to get... crap. Okay, well, that's fine. We'll just use Cypher now. I meant to get Crispin. I am trolling. I'm trolling. We'll get the Metal Energy since there's only one of. Try how. Academy at night. We'll use the Fire Energy to fill in for Obsidian. And we'll mill 2. Or 3, I'm sorry. Wow. Boss's orders, Ultra Ball, and a Lightning Energy. Love to see the boss's orders going away. There's Dynamo. Alright, so we could just hit Dynamo then. Gonna flip the script. Ideally, I would top deck a boss, but, you know. Or the energies, then I could just go search for the other one. Bring up Mew. Hit Mew with Obsidian for weakness. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Or Latios, doesn't matter. I think it's Zekrom as well. Attaching energy to Zekrom. Okay. Oh, he's going to boss up my Hydreigon. Okay. And he's going to use Arm Press. Not going to get an extra prize for it, so that's good. Alright, so let's see. Pokégear. And we get Boss. Let's go. Oh, we're supposed to be milling with this deck, but really we're just taking prizes with Obsidian. Oh, I could also just get Sparkling Crystal. We'll do it the old-fashioned way. Okay, we'll just bring up Mew. And we Obsidian. For a 5 prize turn. We just milled 3, but that's alright. Get the idea. GG's. Okay, so we're going first, facing Iron Hands. I'll put the Hoot Hoot down. I'll use Fan Call. I'll get another Hoot Hoot and knock down a Ditto. Put this down. I'll put this down. I will use this to retreat into the Ditto to go ahead and use Transformative Start to get my Tatsugiri into play. All right. So with Tatsu in play now, and Area 0 ended up in my hand, I can attach for turn, use Knocked Out to get Crispin and Sparkling Crystal. And yeah, play Area 0 and profit. We hope. Okay, opponent just attaches return. Okay, he passes. All right, so we get the knocked out. Yes. We want Crispin. And yep, like I thought, we prized the crystal. Yikes. Okay, well, it is what it is. Let's go ahead and just get Nestball to thin. Alright, so I'll get this. I don't want to show what I have as for the Psychic Energy. Well, he's going to have an insane hand. I'll just surprise pump him. Attaches again. Okay, so he can one-shot me. Oh, he's gonna boss. Oh, he's gonna boss something up. He's gonna boss up the knockdown. All right, so he can one-shot Tatsu. He could also get 2 prizes if he uses arm. Sorry, Ampy very much. So that's gonna save us a turn. He might go for 2 lightning. Gets rid of the grass energy. Oh, it's Joltik Box. Okay, so he's getting rid of the grass energy. It's 2 metal energy. Oh, is he just going to go for Ampy then? I guess, yeah. Well, so what we're going to have to do is attach Darkness to Tatsu. We could go to Knocked Out and retreat, but then he just attaches and he just KOs us anyway. So we're just going to go here. If he wants to KO us with Arm Press for 1 prize, that's fine. If not, we'll attach the fire, retreat Tatsu, put in Area 0. Hopefully we get a Blaziken, so then Seething Spirit can get that fire out of the discard. There's the metal energy. And even if he KOs it, well, I mean, making room for us on the bench. He passes. Okay, that's good for us. We Area 0. Go here. And let's see what Cinnabar Lure gives us. Pidgeot, Togekiss, 2 Blaziken. Not sure I like the Latios. No, I don't like the Latios. So he KOs Tatsu. We just come up with Blaziken and win. Unless he gets something else on the bench. Yep, gonna put down Lavintia. Tatsu goes away. Choose 2 bench. We'll get rid of the owl. Tatsu goes away. I like that Fan Rotom can attack. Yeah, let's get rid of the owls. Just in case I need to use Fan Rotom to poke something. If it comes to that. Gonna do attach. He's gonna boss. What's he gonna boss? Is it Pidgeot? Yep, he wants the Pidgeot. That's not a surprise. And he's going to arm press. All right, so that's going to be GG's for us. Knocked out, putting in work, even without the Sparkling Crystal. We're just going to use Seething Spirit. Not once, but twice. The power of the Rooster in the Dragon Sushi deck. Well, it's a Dragon type and it's Sushi. That's what I mean. It's not the build Dragon Sushi. And then we even get a little Togekiss just for fun. And we got 3 prizes. Look at that. It's like an amp you very much. On a coin flip. There's the crystal. GG's. Wow, we Iono'd a lot. We are going second, so we can at least get a donk on the Duskull. Opponent benches Duskull, Dreepy, and Badoo. Here's our list. 4 Dusknoir, 4 Gengar. That's the purple card, purple Pokemon. Vessel. All right. So let's see. We can get, as of now, we can get a turn 2 Cinnabar Lure, and we'll just go here. Okay, let's see what we get. Pokégear. All right. Bushes Badoo. I don't like him having so many cards. I'm not sure I want to Iono because I'm afraid I'm going to get something I need. But then again, maybe I have to dig for it. So, yeah. He's going to Ultra Ball. If he depletes his hand, maybe it won't matter. Gets rid of Blood Moon and Monkey Dory. It's a Pheasantipity. Okay. Okay, he draws 3. Seeing a lot of cards. I mean, I know he sees more cards. He's going to Itchy Palm me, so I can't use Pokégear to find Ciphermaniac. He's going to attach to Dreepy. Oh, he's going to research away his hand. Whoa! What's he getting rid of? Dusknoir, Brock, Scouting, Countercatcher, Dragapult, Dracloak, Ultra Ball. Hold up. Okay. Alright, so I guess I'll just keep my hand and gets the Dreepy down. Town Store. Okay. I'm just going to use this instead. Just attach return. Cinnabar Lure. Yes, let's go. Oh, we hit the jackpot. 2 Dusknoir, 2 Gengar, and a Pidgeotto. So he wants to attach from hand. He's going to be getting 2 damage counters each, so 4 damage counters. We have Pidgeot in hand for the Pidgeotto. We can attach for turn, plus use Pidgeot to go ahead and use Crispin. So we can use Tricky Steps. I like using Dusknoir. If he evolves one of these, we'll take him out. Otherwise, yeah, definitely this one. Otherwise, yeah. There we go. He's going to Iono us. That's not good. We had Pidgeot, but that's okay. That's okay. Maybe we'll get another one. We can Iono one right back. He's going to play Jamming Tower. Gets a Dusclops into play. We don't run Ultra Ball in this list, so Arven for Ultra Ball is not an option. He gets a Dracloak on that one. That's fine. Okay, that one's going to get sniped. We were thinking that anyway because of this. Alright. He uses Recon Directed. Look at the top 2 cards of your deck. Put one into your hand. Put the other on the bottom. He's going to Counter Catcher my Gengar. That's fine. Itchy Pollen. It is what it is. Blaziken. Okay, so we're going to use Curse Blast. Get this guy out. Okay, and then after we get this prize, the fire energy, not bad. Can't really use it though. We're gonna Curse Blast this Dracloak. I don't know what he's gonna aim for. I'm guessing he's going for Dusknoir. Okay, can't use Counter Catcher. There's the Pidgeot. Let's go, baby. Okay, so basically, yeah, we got a bunch of those. Okay. We'll Crispin for this stuff right here. Okay, I think I'm just going to put one on Pidgeot just in case I need to attack with it. Getting rid of Jamming Tower would be nice as well. There's a Dusknoir. Can't KO anything yet. I guess a Dracloak. Okay, what I would really like to do is attach here to Gengar. Retreat, or maybe if I can somehow top deck the darkness, yeah, that'd be nice. We have 2 boss in the deck. I want to get rid of that Dracloak. It's freaking me out. Put Ionom down to 4, but then we're down to 3. It's just awkward all around. He's gonna Hilda. It's a Dracloak and a Luminous Energy. Attaches the Luminous to the Dracloak. Alright, so Non-Curse is gonna do its thing. Gonna Buddy Poffin and fail it. 2 Dreepies and a Dracloak and a Dragapult in the discard. A Duskull Dusknoir is going to Itchy Pollen me. That's fine. Another Gengar. Alright, so I think we're just going to go ahead and do that. It looks really awkward because Gengar should be an attacker here, but I mean, when he's threatening you, and we gotta get rid of it. I also have a second boss, so I can bring up the Dreepy. Then if he wants to self-destruct, he loses. Got another Pidgeot. Okay. We could also Cinnabar Lure. We could use Pidgeot to get Cypher. Cinnabar Lure some Blazikens on. That'd be nice. Dracloak, yeah, we got a boss. Gotta get that. Yeah, we gotta get rid of that threat. He's gonna Iono us. That's fine. Blaziken Pidgeot. He's gonna flip the script. Draw 3. Recon Directive. Okay. Gonna Itchy Pollen again. Curse Blast isn't going to KO us yet. Okay. So we'll Quick Search and get Boss's Orders. Bring up the Dracloak and we will KO it. Wow, that's just putting in work this match. So he self-destructs, that's a win. He Itchy Pollens me, that's a win. He has to basically get fed. He's going to Iono me down to 1, that's fine. Super Rod. Not doing anything for us. He draws 3 off of Fez. If he wants to retreat into Fez, we have a Pal Pad to put Boss back in. So instead of 3-shotting Fez. Or I could even... Yep, GG's. There we go. Okay, so we're going second. We have a Crispin in hand. That's great. We can at least get off a surprise pump. They bench Miraidon after starting Latios. Here's a quick look at our list. Opponent uses Tandem Unit to get Joltik and Iron Hands out. Attaches a Lightning to the Joltik. Will he retreat the Latios into the Joltik or just wait? Benches Fez. He's going to pass. Okay, yeah. He's not taking that chance. We get a fire. That's lovely. So then we can just go ahead and get water and dark. Okay. Put the dark in the hand so we can attack with surprise pump. So our opponent will give us a turn here to get set up as Joltik will come up to charge up Iron Hands. Iron Hands can one-shot us with Arm Press, 160 base damage. Opponent uses Tandem Unit to get a Pikachu EX. Opponent uses Crispin. Okay, so that's 2 additional ones. So it's going to be 6 energies this turn. You get the Psychic Energy for the Latios, no doubt. Attaches a Metal Energy to Pikachu. You could also, yeah, you could also charge up the Pikachu if you wanted. Okay, so attaches a Lightning Energy to Miraidon. Can use Jolting Charge. Let's see where he puts these energies. Lightning on the Pikachu, Lightning and 2 Grass on the Iron Hands. Okay, so he's not going to Arm Press me then. And we're just going to attach here and take a swing with Cinnabar Lure. Steenie, Pidgeot, Togekiss, and Vanillix. Lovely. Alright, so we could use Pidgeot to go get Serena, attach this energy, put it on whatever we want, and they can't attack with Vanillix, which is exactly what we want. They're going to Earthen Vessel. They get rid of an Iron Hands for a Metal and a Grass. Topaz Bolt doing 300, discard 3 energy from this Pokemon. They attach the Grass to the Pikachu. They're going to boss up my Pidgeot. That's awful. Unfortunately, yeah. Well, that's the way it is sometimes. The good news is Tatsu can 2-shot it with Surprise Pump. I'm not sure if we want to do that. I mean, we need to get damage on the thing, though. And we do need to find Serena. And we get a Pidgeot right back. Okay, so if we Pokégear, I mean, Iono, I guess. We get a Crispin. All right, that's not awful. I think I'm gonna hold. Yeah, because if I find Serena here, but then he could just come up and swing with Iron Hands. I think I'll because I can always Crispin later. Yeah, all right. Well, yeah, okay. We'll just do this. Get it down, and then we'll Cinnabar Lure. And we'll get Pidgeot right back. Okay. All right. So it's almost like, okay, we just we lost a turn for 2 prizes. Okay. Okay, they play Arven. They get a Rod and a Future Booster. Recall the Future Booster adds 20 more damage, but 140 is not one-shotting Tatsu. He Super Rod's back in a Lightning, Metal, and Grass energy. He attaches a Grass to Iron Hands. Okay, so he's just going to go for Amp You very much. Okay, 140, that's fine with us. So what we're going to do now is we're just going to use Pidgeot. We'll go ahead and get Serena. Pikachu does not one-shot Serena, by the way. So we'll retreat out with the Dark Energy for this. We're going to use Icicle Soul to make it so that the Iron Hands cannot attack because of Vanillux's Frigid Room. If your opponent has 40 HP or less remaining, they can't attack. So he could retreat, bring up Pikachu, but Pikachu is in charge. He could bring up Joltik. But remember, Joltik has 30 HP, so we also locked it out just by having Vanillux on the bench. Something I tend to forget about because we're not used to seeing these guys not be able to attack. Typically think of taking them out with Monkey Dory, but that's not the case here. Serena's doing the work for us. He's going to boss up Vanillux. That's fine with me. I can use Crispin to get 2 energy on it. Okay, he attaches a Metal Energy to Pikachu. Gonna back into what? Joltik. I don't think he realizes he can't use it though. Attaches a Bravery. Oh, okay. Now he can use it because he has Bravery Charm on it. Okay, good move for him. Attaches more energy to Iron Hands and energy to Miraidon and energy to Pikachu. All right, real quick. Let me just do a quick deck search here. Wouldn't mind Crystal. In case I need to use Tatsu again, although it's a bit of a liability. I'm going to get a Grass and a Fire since they're both prevalent. Okay, we're going to do this. I'm going to hard retreat out. Go here. I'll put the Crystal on Tatsu, and then we will Icicle Soul the Pikachu. The more dangerous of the two. Besides, we can now hit it without fear of Resolute Heart ability. Stopping that. If it has full HP and would be knocked out, it's not knocked out, and its HP becomes 10. Now I just have to use Chop Kick or Surprise Pump. We also have Togekiss in play for that optional extra prize. I think I want my next target to be Miraidon. It's just a single energy away from Photon. Blaster. Joltik's already expended a lot of energy here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I guess it could put the Fez up, but it needs to take... It has to have the energy. It needs to have the energy in the deck. It's going to use Prime Catcher. Bring back up the Vanillux. He's going to bring up Latios so he can then free retreat out. Is that it? Is he going to KO me? Yeah. Gets a boss off of the Pokégear. Okay. Iono would be nice for us, but I have to get him out. I have to get Vanillix out, so it's another Crispin we gotta use. He's gonna pass. Okay. There's Vanillish. Okay. Let's get one of the Crispins. How many energies do we have left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Alright, we'll get the grass. We don't need the darkest energy because we have the crystal on Tatsugiri. We'll do this. We'll retreat into Serena. We'll use Icicle Soul. And we will lock down the Miraidon. Isn't attack lock great? It is awesome. So we have 3 more targets on board. Fez, Joltik, Latios. Joltik is the number 1 here. He's gonna boss up again Vanillix. We'll just go ahead and get the last Crispin. Brings up Fez. Because I have to keep expending like everything. All my resources are going to these energies. Good thing we have Super Rod and then Palpad to get Crispin back. Bam, bam. Kind of tedious, but this is what happens when your opponent. That's what your opponent gives you. I could bring up the Tatsu, but really, I'm just trying to get him to. I'm just trying to lock him down. So we'll Icicle Soul. I'm gonna go after the Joltik just so it can't attack. With more charging. Okay, so now if he wants to do the Fez, he has to do it manually. He's used up 3 balls. And he concedes. GG's. The power of attack lock. Okay, so our opponent selected us to go first. We're just going to attach and pass. This is very bad, though, for us. Clefairy one-shots us, at least with enough Pokemon on the bench. That's okay. I don't think they're going to get 2 on Clefairy right away as we're facing Gardy. Here's a quick look at our... Whoops. Here is a quick look at our list. Got the 3 Spidops, 4 Butterfrees, and 2 Shiftries. They play Ultra Ball after getting down 2 Ralts. They get rid of a Research and a Psychic Energy. They get Mew EX. They're going to Research away their hand, a Gardy, an Iono, and a Night Stretcher. That's a lot of drip. They bench Monkey. Put Bravery Charm on Clefairy. Give him Talon Store, but if he's going to KO me, I don't want to lose Crystal, and I don't want to give him an opportunity to get more Bravery Charms. He's going to pass, that's fine. Butterfree, not what you want to see. And that, yeah, we only have the 2 fires, okay. I'll say that's our only fire. Nope, we have 1 in hand. Attach, all right. All right, now let's do Cinnabar Lure. Dusknoir, Greninja, Pidgeot. Oh, Shiftry or Spidops. Oh, we can get 1 of each. Never mind. That is incredible. Let's go. We can't do Tattoo Dusknoir to take care of Clefairy. We could get rid of one of the Ralts or the Monkey. We could use Expelling Tornado with Shiftry and try to power up Spidops once he takes a prize with Reversal Energy. He's going to play Secret Box. Weak to Psychic with Greninja. Doesn't resist dust. It's weak to metal. It means it's the fairy type. So we could Dusknoir Greninja the Clefairy. They use Secret Box to get rid of Iono, Psychic Energy. Psychic Energy, they get one of each trainer. Okay, so they get an Arven, an Artisan, Bravery Charm, and an Ultra Ball. They're gonna Arven Vessel and TM Evo. Okay, can't use it on Clefairy, of course. They're gonna Earthen Vessel away the Evo to get 2 Psychic Energies. They have 3 in the discard. They're going to Ultra Ball away 2 Psychics. Get a Guardy, that's fine. They're going to Rare Candy the Guardy. Okay, so they're going to get our Tatsu. Kind of like using Shiftry to get rid of these guys right here. Then I Dusk Greninja the Clefairy. Doesn't look like he has a Darkness Energy for Monkey. And now I could Tatsu Dusknoir. 100 plus 130, yeah. Oh well. Put the Bravery Charm on the Monkey. They're going to restart for 1. I like Shifter here to get rid of these guys. Yep, Full Moon Rondo. That's fine. Spite Ops can then just take something else away with it. Okay, we'll do Pidgeot. Push the Pidgeot. Crispin is nice. Let's go ahead and do a twofer. We'll get Greninja and Shiftry set up. Put it on Shiftry. Put this here. Okay, Expelling Tornado. It says choose 3 of your opponent's bench Pokemon. If you do, shuffle all your opponent's bench Pokemon that you didn't choose and all cards attached back into the deck to remain on their bench. I want the 2 monkeys and the Mew to stay. We're going to get rid of the Guardies. We are okay. We are okay to let them KO Shiftry. We go ahead and find Reversal Energy for Spite Ops, get rid of the Clefairy. And then we just KO everything with Greninja, Dusknoir, maybe Pidgeot. We have 2 Crispins down. They also used up a Rare Candy. That's nice to see. They're going to Artisan. I should have... it's a misplay. I should have bumped it. Yep, they get the Ralts back. Jeez. Wait, they got an Artisan off of the Secret Box anyway, didn't they? Yeah, I'm pretty sure they did. Yeah, so they had one in hand. Not that I shouldn't have done that, but yeah, whatever. Yeah. Okay. Let's just get some shuffling action here. I don't want to give them another charm, but I don't know. I'd rather bump it now than later. All right, let me do a quick deck search for free with this. Let's got the Crystal. Okay, so then I can just much easier. I can use Greninja's second attack much easier. Okay, we'll get some Spite Ops action here. We are behind on prizes, so we're going to use Reversal. We have to reset up a Tatsu, but it is what it is. Tangling Trap, we're going to shuffle this Pokemon in the Reversal as well as the Clefairy and all of its attached things into the deck. They can use Town Store to get a Bravery Charm, but you know what? It is what it is. Yeah, it didn't. It ended. Oh, okay. Well, all right. So they didn't take the free Bravery Charm. All right. Hey, Artisan. Yeah, they attached 2 Darkness to Monkey. We're gonna attach Fire to Greninja. We're gonna. We're gonna Dusk a Monkey, then use Mirage Barrage to take these 2 out. Yeah, I think I like that most. Another Monkey, okay. But the Ralts is dangerous here. They attach another Charm to Monkey. They get rid of an Ultra Ball and a Psychic Energy from their hand. With a Research, they're gonna Earthen Vessel. They get 2 Psychic Energy. Now we're just waiting to see what they're going to do. Yep, he's going to retreat out. What's he going to pick? Okay, just waiting to see what he does here. Brings up a Monkey. All right. He's going to pass. That's fine with us. Another Greninja. Okay, so... Let me just clarify something. Yeah, 120. All right, we're just going to go ahead. Take out this Monkey. Six Psychics in the discard. Got a Darkness Energy. Wait for our opponent to choose a new one. Yep. Okay. And we're gonna go ahead. Let's see about. Can we boss Crispin? A Rod. Okay, we can get Crispin to do 2 of those for Ninja next turn. Yeah, that 140 is gonna. That's all right. We have to get rid of these Ralts. Okay. We got a Crispin and a Fire. That's nice. Mew resists us minus 30 as well. They get the Ralts back. I don't have... Yeah, I could have bumped it, I think, if I had just searched for a Town Square, but I needed... What I needed. Yeah, okay. He's going to confuse us. Yeah. If we don't hit, oh, he's gonna Iono us. Okay, that's fine. If I go for the monkeys, I wouldn't. Oh gosh, 3 Pokemon. That's completely useless. Because now, yeah. Mind Bend. Yep, hits us for weakness. Oh, we get a Water. Okay, that's interesting. go ahead and get a Crispin. Let's see if we can flip heads here. All right. We flip tails. That's awful. Okay, well, at least we still have our energy. So he can hit us for another 60. So it would be 120 minus 30 would be 90. He can move that all over the place. If we hit him for 120 on the Ralt, he'd have to use another rare candy to get the Guardy, or else if he puts Curlia down... Actually, no, wait, I'm sorry. What am I talking about? We just KO it. Never mind. Forget it. Sorry. I was thinking Evolve. Never mind. Forget it. There's a rare candy he wants for Guardy. Okay, this looks like it's going to be GG's. He attaches 3 from the discard to Guardy. We retreat out. He retreats out, yeah. So we had to hit Mirage. Yep, there it comes. Here it comes. I'm gonna put there. Yeah, he doesn't need to do that because he's hitting for weakness. I don't know if he realizes. Does he have? Yeah. Yeah. Well, can't win them all. All right. Well, GG's. Okay, so we're going first. We have Crispin and 2 energies in hand with the town store, so that is fantastic if we were going second. It's also good if we're going first now. We just have to hope our opponent doesn't Iono us. Could have put down the town store, get the crystal, but I don't want to help him out just yet. I guess I could put this down in case I get Crispin, but I mean, I need Crispin either way to get going, although I guess, you know, he's gonna, yep, exactly, okay. So maybe if I put the water down, but I was anticipating Iono, and then we have to go ahead and find something else anyway. That's fine. We can use Arven to get crystal and then attach the water. So I attached water, that wouldn't have helped because then I'd be down to, yeah, okay. All right, Pidgeot, not what you want to see off the top deck. And we don't have it. Okay, never mind. We don't have crystal. Yikes. So no matter what, I couldn't attack anyway. So I'll have to Vessel. He's going to Arven. Okay, does he get Ultra Ball then for Zoroark? Gets Buddy and an Air Balloon. He's going to Badoo me, because if he Badoos me, then we're out of luck. Although I don't believe in luck. Anyway. He's going to bring up Badoo. Now I have to top deck a Crispin or a Fire outright. Yeah, I was gonna say Crystal, but nope. Tokus, nope, we just have to pass. Oh, I forgot to show you. Here is our build. Play Arven. Another Buddy and an Air Balloon. Okay. Attaches a Darkness to Zorba and will hit us with Itchy Pollen. Crispin, let's go. And we'll just put the water in hand. Okay, so we still got, let's see what we get on Cinnabar Lure. Dusknoir, Gengar, Togekiss, Blaziken. I'm going to keep one spot open in case I can find Pidgeot. Also, getting rid of Dusknoir will be good. With Togekiss, see, we could hit the Badoo. I'd like to use Togekiss, but I'd rather just snipe something like the Zoroark would be good. You could also snipe the Reshiram with the air balloon attached. But the thing is, he could just use a Night Stretcher, get it right back, and we still has 3 Zoroark. Let me see here. I think I'm just going to go ahead and get the Zoroark out of the way. He might have End's power up to use with this, but that's fine. We'll make him use a resource. He's also down a card. Zoroark. Yeah. All right. Pokégear is nice. I have 2 copies of Cypher, but I can't use Pokégear. I'll put this on Gengar for the control aspect. Nightgate lets me switch my active with my bench, so it prevents retreat lock. I could use Surprise Pump, but I'd rather just try to get something powerful on the bench. Another Gengar and a Chandelure. Okay, I like the Chandelure. Let's go ahead and do that. So now if Tatsu were to get KO'd, we could use Chandelure. Mind Ruler. He's going to play Buddy Buddy Pop. Is he going to get another Zoroark back? He's going to fail it. Okay. Gets a Fez off of the Nest Ball. He's going to draw 3. He's going to boss up my Blaziken. All right, that's awful for us. Now we need to get energy or top deck a Crispin outright. Chandelure. All right, well, we can... Or I take the back. That's right, Gengar. Hello, pay attention, Red. Alluring Light. We get a Pokégear. This Badoo is getting on my nerves. So we're just going to go ahead. I think we are just going to go ahead and KO it. You don't get the extra prize, but it is what it is. Get the crystal. Let's go. Although I need something that can use it. We have a Greninja in the deck, so that's good. Yeah, we're going to flip the script. He's going to Arven. It's a Nest Ball and a Rigid Band. Okay, he's anticipating on coming up with Zoroark. Gonna use Night Stretcher. Is he gonna get back Badoo? He is gonna get back Badoo. Seriously? Right, he's gonna Buddy Buddy Poffin, which he fails again. Okay. Attaches to the bench Zoroark. One of them. Puts Badoo down. It's gonna switch into Badoo. Once again, he's gonna Itchy Paw on me. Wow. Got a Water Energy. I'm gonna attach this to Blaziken, so Tatsugiri goes away. I can use the Fire Energy here. I'll go ahead and use Alluring Light. Get a Gengar. I was looking for a Ciphermaniac. We're just gonna go ahead and KO Badoo again. I'm not concerned. I get a prize. Let's go. I'm not too concerned about him getting Zoroark and attacking. Get a Luminous Energy. Okay. Blaziken can hit him for 200. So he KOs here. That's 2. He's down to 3. KOs Blaziken after we hit for 200. That's down to 1. And then Chandelure can finish him off. Or if he has enough, like he does here with 16, we can just use Chandelure outright. There's the Zoroark. Okay, so if he retreats into Zoroark and has at least it's times yeah, that's right. At least 10 cards in hand. Oh, okay. Well, that he has the rigid band. So it would be what, 11 cards? Oh, he's gonna get 2 more. Okay. But even then, he'll take 2 prizes. So yeah, gonna trade again. And I can always use Alluring Light. Gets rid of Buddy Buddy for 2 more. I also have Gengar in case something were to happen. If I choose the wrong Mon. He's going to bench Zorua. Okay. Brings up the loaded End Zoroark. He's going to Night Joker me for 170. Supervised. We're going to push the Chandelure. Get a Walrein. All right. Let's go ahead and use Seething Spirit. Attach this to Chandelure. Let's go ahead and put the Luminous on Gengar just so we can attach for turn. I'm in for 420. Let's just increase the mill, increase the damage. Get an Arven. That's fine. Let's go ahead and take the KO. 450 damage. And with Wonder, it doesn't matter because, you know, yep, 2 prizes. And that's a GG's with the Sushi Box. All right. Okay, we're going first. We get a water. Let's go. Okay, I'm not going to throw away the Pokégears because I can't use Crispin anyway, and I don't want the opponent to just Iono us anyway. He's going to use Buddy Buddy Poffin. There's a quick look. Oh, I did it again. Going to get another Duskull. Okay. Quick look at the list. He plays Ultra Ball. Gets rid of Research and a Buddy Buddy Poffin. Gets Frillish. Uh-oh. We are facing the Jellyfish. He's going to pass. Okay, I'd like to get rid of Duskull, but he's going to push Frillish. And we got Crispin. Let's go. Okay, we're just going to use this and just get our board set up as much as we can. And let's do Cinnabar Lure. Chandelure, Pidgeot, Togekiss, Crobat. Let's go. Fantastic. Cinnabar Lure. Love to see it. Crobat has Echoing Madness, 50 base damage, 2 colorless energy. Choose items or supporter cards during your opponent's next turn. They can't play any of those chosen cards from their hand. Togekiss, get an extra prize when your opponent's active is KO'd. Chandelure, Alluring Light. Each player can draw a card, Mind Ruler 30 damage for each card in your opponent's hand. Dusknoir, they can snipe Crobat or Chandelure. And a Dusclops. Okay, so they could get rid of Tatsu with these 2. They're gonna Curse Blast. Okay. And he wants the app. They want the fish. Okay. Do we get an extra prize for it? We do. Let's go. All right. Wonderkick is putting in work. Flourish and Sparkling Crystal. Okay, well that's for Greninja. We can't get it out though. Well, maybe we could. Well, yeah, he'd have to resist using this. He attaches a triple energy to Jellicent. It's just gonna detach. So yeah. Research gets rid of Dusclops, Blood Moon, Devolution, and Switch. He's gonna play Nest Ball and get another Frillish. Puts another Skull down. Yep, he ends his turn. Okay. I like the Luminous for the Chandelure. Let's go ahead and mill one. Fire? Yeah, of course. Probably should have done that first. That's okay. I like getting boss just in case we need it. I don't really think I need Ciphermaniac. We have Crispin and some color energy. Yeah. I'm going to make my life easier with Chandelure and just hit him for 100. He doesn't have Monkey out. Even if he did, so be it. He could hit me with Dusclops. And okay, he's going to hit me with a Dusknoir. Okay, he can go for Chandelure, Crobat, Togekiss. You gonna Night Shut your back, what, Dusclops maybe? Yep. So you could get rid of Tatsu and Chandelure or Crobat. Okay, so I'll get a prize here. If he gets rid of the Dusknoir, I'll get another prize. Area 0. All right, that's not going to work. All right, we're going to go ahead and push. We have a free retreat on the Crobat. Let's just push Pidgeot. Can't use Crystal anyway because Jellicent's in the active. We can use Crispin, though. He gets a Mew off of the Nest Ball. Okay, we could one-shot that if we could get Cutting Wind off. Actually, anything with Crobat. He's going to pass. Okay. So it's 30 for each card. We'll have him draw one. We get a counter catcher. Let's... Yep, so that'd be 30 times. That'd be 180. So we're going to hit the Jellicent then. Then Dusknoir self-destructs, and we win anyway. All right, let's go ahead and get the Quick Search down. We're going to get Crispin just in case we need it. Not taking any chances. With that down there, we'll put the Crobat here. There, Mind Ruler for... I'm sorry, did I do that wrong? 150? $30 times 6. 30 for each card in your opponent's hand. 30, that would be... Yeah, is that an error? Am I trolling? No, okay, good. It said 150, but it should have said 1. Yeah, okay, good. Do we win with the Wonder Kiss? We do. Let's go. Sushi Box putting in work. GG's. All right, we're going second. We have Call Bell and Town Store in hand. Use this only if you go second only during your first turn. So your deck first supporter. Reveal it, put it into your hand, then shuffle your deck. They get Dreepy and Badoo down. So we could Call Bell for Crispin, get what we need, Town Store for Crystal if it's not prized, and go from there. We could also Surprise Pump. Might just Surprise Pump instead. Let's Call Bell first. Crystal. Okay, you know what? Yeah. We have a Fire in hand, so we'll just do that. I'll put this. Yeah, let's just get Cinnabar Lure off because Dragapult's going to be Dragapult. Although I don't dislike Surprise Pump here either. We'll use Ciphermaniac next turn. Oh, wow. Hydreigon, Noivern. Noivern's not going to help us. Quaquaval. Yes. We like the Quaquaval. Once during your turn, you may attach an basic energy hand to one of your basic energy card from your hand to one of your Pokemon. So we'll put this on the Hydreigon. We'll use Cypher to get what we want. He's going to retreat out and bring in Badoo. We can actually just start Surprise Pumping, but let's just make it interesting. He's gonna Hilda for Dracloak. Dracloak plus Luminous, okay. Oh, never mind. We're going to have to not use Town Store. We have to put it on the Tatsu. I'm sorry, we're not going to be able to use Energy Card. We have to put it on the Tatsu because they have Jamming Tower. They're going to Night Stretcher a Energy back into hand. They're going to Itchy Pollen us. Charizard. Okay. We're going to do this. And we're going to Cipher. I like Pidgeot. Let's get Arboliva down. Because it's the channel mascot and we don't get to see it in Sushi builds too much. Oh, wow. Wow, that's a lot of Pokemon. Persian. Do we want Dragapult? Let's get Persian down because we don't get to see Persian too much either. Normally, I'd go for Dragapult there and the Dusknoir, but for the sake of the video, let's just go ahead and get these two guys down. Haughty Order. Reveal the top 10 cards of your opponent's deck. You may choose an attack there from a Pokemon you find there and use it as this attack. Say, like, Phantom Dive. Arboliva, Oil Salvo. Choose one of your opponent's Pokemon 6 times. You can choose the same Pokemon more than once. For each time you choose a Pokemon, do 20 damage to it. It's not affected by weakness or resistance. So we could take out 4 shots, takes out the Dreepy. 2 shots takes out the Badoo. We get rid of the Dracloak outright. We could use Crispin to attach for turn. Excuse me, attach off of the Crispin. The other card in hand can be used with Quackaball. Then if we could somehow get a third one, we could just attach for turn. He puts the Neo Upper on the Dracloak. He's going to Iono us. That's not terrible. We do get the Crispin and the basic Fire. He's going to Ultra Ball for the Dragapult. Let's see what he's going to try to take out on the bench first. I don't dislike just bringing up Hydreigon and swinging big. 200 plus 3 mil, but I mean, there's a lot of Hydreigon in this video already. Yeah, he's going to go for the Purge, and we don't like that. Could go for the bench. 4, 5, 6, yeah. I need to hit Dragapult hard right away, yeah. Another Tatsu. Okay, so we'll go ahead. Get these. We'll go here. Attach for turn. I will use Energy Carnival. Put this one on the Hydreigon. We'll go ahead and retreat. And we'll mill 3 while getting 200. Luminous Energy, Professor's Research, and Psychic Energy. You love to see it. Research and the special going away. They use Ultra Ball. They get rid of Dreepy and Dusclops for a Dracloak. They use Recon Directive. Look at the top 2 cards of your deck. Put one in your hand, one on the bottom. Okay. Yep, they're going to Phantom Dive. Alright, so that should be GG's then. Obsidian takes care of everything on the board. Alright. just need to get a Psychic Energy. There's a Snorlax doll. And GG's, alright. Oh my gosh, we have a mirror match and we're going second. He attaches fire and he will pass. Okay, let's see if we can hit Crispin. We cannot. So I'll attach fire. I will go ahead and find Crystal. I'll do this. I will use... I mean, he could be playing anything. I'll use Ciphermaniac to go ahead and put the water down next turn. And I will also put down what? Crustle, maybe? Because he'll be playing with some EXs, no doubt. I'll just hit him for 100. He doesn't get off Cinnabar Lure, though. I can just KO him for the win. He's going to Crisp. Okay, so he is going to get Cinnabar Lure off. Okay, attaches the water and the darkness. Let's see what he gets. Oh my, oh my, oh my. Flareon, Hydreigon, Dragapult. That's exactly what we like to see. Because I'm now going to put Crustle on the bench. And Aegislash. And a Dusknoir. I'm not going to put... Yeah. Wait. Dragapult comes up. He can start wreaking havoc. I think one of those is fine. Yeah, so it'd be 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, one of those. Yeah. We'll just do Crustle. Okay, so Town Store gets us counter gain, and then we could Crispin with Pidgeot. But the thing is, we could just Dusk Tatsu. You get Sparkling Crystal. See, the problem is, if I were just to KO the Tatsu outright last turn, yeah, see, because he could just do this and it doesn't matter. Now he's gonna do Cinnabar Lure anyway. It's another Dragapult. Here's what we're gonna do. Okay, there's a counter gain. All right, we're gonna Crispin. Get fire as well. $120 and $50. Okay. He's weak to grass. We'll hit him. We can just hit him twice. Let's go ahead and Curse Blast the Dragapult. You can take a prize, and then we'll just surprise pump. The reason why we don't want to build up our bench is because of Phantom Dive. He can bring up Hydreigon and start milling stuff if he wants. We're just gonna hit it. We're gonna two-shot him anyway. It doesn't matter. Crispin and Night Stretcher. Okay. Gets Air Balloon off a Town Store. Okay. Brings up, yep, that's what we thought. Brings up the Hydreigon. Crashing Headbutt KOs the Tatsu, gets rid of Town Store, Vessel, and Palpad. That's fine. We're just going to come up and start swinging. Get a boss. Match the metal. Could have been one shot if I hit him with the Dusk, but it is what it is. 1, 2. I literally have to attack 2 more times with Crustle for that thing. So yeah. He's going to boss up the Pidgeot. That's fine. I mean, he can damage it, but it's not like... I mean, I guess he could come up and swing with Dragapult, but that's why we didn't put anything else, because we don't have Mist Energy in this deck. Not a bad addition. But, you know. Have to make some choices here. Alright, so then, yep, Crashing Headbutt, 200. Gets rid of Cypher, Call Bell, and Water Energy. That's totally fine. What we really want is the other boss. Okay, so now we can just boss up Dragapult twice after we just KO this Hydreigon. Okay. So apparently Crustle was bomb in the mirror match. Gonna Pokégear. Does he get a Crispin? He gets an Iono. Okay. Even if he... Yeah, okay. Even if he were to attack with Phantom Dive, he can't KO the Pidgeot. There's the Iono. That's fine with us. Get 2 energies. We could attach to Pidgeot just in case something happens, but yeah, I mean, can't get anything on the bench, so yeah. Gets an air balloon. Attaches a Psychic to Flareon. He's gonna air balloon out of there. Into the Flareon. Already used his crystal though. We'll attach to the Pidgeot just because we can, and then we're gonna go ahead and quick search for boss's orders. We're gonna go ahead and bring up the Dragapult. And you can see GG's. Thank you so much everybody for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this one. It took me a long time to put together. Like and subscribe if you want more control style content. Yeah. God bless you, and may God hold you in the palm of his hand. Peace.